So here's a pretty interesting story. So as you guys all remember from the hilariously bad first debate between Trump and Biden, which might be historically bad, honestly, Chris Wallace was the host of that. He was the moderator. And obviously, what resulted from that debate, we found out that Trump had coronavirus. We don't know where he got it from, maybe from Hope Hicks. But we do know that, he had coronavirus by the time he was there. So it was kind of a lot of stuff was up in the air. And so this headline reads, Chris Wallace, quote, pissed off. First family didn't wear masks during debate. Suggests Trump has, quote, daddy issues. There's two parts to this. So he said he was not fully conscious of the fact they weren't wearing masks because he was focused on his preparation. After I had the luxury to think about it, I was pissed off. That's a technical phrase. I mean, did they think that the rules that applied to everybody else didn't apply to them? I was upset when it turned out I'd been on the stage in a uniquely vulnerable position, and we found out 48 hours after the fact that the president had tested positive for the coronavirus. So I don't know if he means like Trump and Biden wearing masks, or if he means the first family who, I think they were they were watching. If maybe he's talking about them wearing masks, I'm guessing is what he's talking about. And then obviously, what happened was, and also Chris Wallace, by the way, he's I think 78, which I just Googled. I can't believe he's actually 78. He looks really young for 78. I thought he was like 58 or something like that, but he's in the high risk group for coronavirus. At that point, man, that could definitely take him down for sure. He's very old. Gets it even more interesting and spicy. Another thing I didn't know is Chris Wallace's father, Mike Wallace, was, I guess, a really legendary broadcast journalist. I was not aware of that. And the interviewer essentially asked him, hey, what would your dad think about the presidential debate? So he says he wouldn't have believed it. He was involved in political wars. He got hit by politicians. For some reason, the president thinks it's going to get under my skin when he says, Chris Wallace is no Mike Wallace. To which my response is, one of us has a daddy issue, and it's not me. So that's what Chris Wallace is saying. So he's saying that I guess Trump has a daddy issue with his father. Now, I don't really know what daddy issues pertain to. I guess it could be multiple things, but maybe he's saying that, he's trying to chase what his dad was. Fred Trump, I believe, was his dad. Obviously, Donald Trump was born with a silver spoon in his ass. He was, he didn't just get a small loan for $1 million. He inherited all of his father's shit, and so he was super wealthy. He could have made more money, actually, if he had just left his money. He had liquidated his money, just put it into stocks, apparently. So not a very good manager, and he's pretty much zeroed out at this point. He's pretty broke. But I guess he's trying to say that, he has issues with maybe trying to be like his dad or always trying to emulate that, and he's chasing that. I'm not really sure. A lot of people might say Ivanka has a daddy issue as well. I don't know. But definitely Chris Wallace, obviously not a fan of Donald Trump, very, very clearly. Understandable why that is, obviously. But some interesting stuff, nonetheless.